Hello and welcome to another Fridays with Friends. I'm Jack Cleghorn, choirmaster and organist at St. Paul's, and thank you for being with us today. Today's episode is a spotlight on Evensong. In fact, we'll be giving our first Evensong in I can't tell you how many months, this Sunday, September 20th at 5:30 p.m. I wanted to take a little bit of a dive, a deeper look into what we were singing and what you would hear. We have music by Florence Price. We have music by Paul Haley. We have music by Herbert Howells. All of these pieces are linked together by what I like to call color chords. They've got some crunch and some jazz tonalities to them. They've got stuff that's outside of your normal classical repertoire. We're very much looking forward to presenting this for you and to you, so make sure you attend virtually 5:30 on Sunday. Florence Price, we talked about her a little bit a few weeks ago when Judd Burns sang Life. Florence Price is a native of Arkansas. She came and went a few times and ultimately wound up in Chicago, where she spent the majority of her professional career. You'll hear three pieces by her. You'll hear Praise the Lord, which is based off of Psalm 117. In fact, it's the entirety of the Psalm 117. It's for soprano, alto, tenor, and bass. It's been recently rediscovered. In fact, Stephen Caldwell, who's up at the University of Arkansas as the choral director, was the editor of that, and it was released in 2015. The other two pieces you'll hear are for organ. One is from the first suite, number 1, and you'll hear the air out of that. Now, the air, actually the whole suite in total kind of flirts with old gospel tunes. In fact, the air kind of uses Were You There and Let Us Break Bread Together. She actually premiered the suite, Florence did, at Grace Episcopal Church in Chicago in 1942. The next piece, the postlude that is called Retrospection. It was originally titled An Elf on a Moonbeam. And her organ works started to gain popularity and notoriety in about 1992 at the American Guild of Organists National Convention in Atlanta. It was there that the first suite was performed, and it really just took off from there. Next, you'll hear the Mag and Nunc by Herbert Howells. The Mag and Nunc is the Collegium Regale setting of the evening canticles, and the whole Collegium Regale has the matins, so the Jubilate and the Te Deum. It has the Eucharistic setting of the Sanctus, Benedictus, etc., and it has the Mag and Nunc, which you'll hear. Howells took a definitively feminine approach to it. You'll be able to see this as the beginning of the Magnificat opens with solo lines with female voices. There's also a lot of trio and quartet work with female voices that's indicative of Mary. Alternately, the Nunc Dimittis begins with the tenor solo, indicative of Simeon. Howells was a troubled character. He lost his son. His son was only 9 years old, and he lost his son to polio. He grew up in a poor family, in fact went bankrupt, and that happened while he was living in a small village in England, and it had a lasting effect with him. It was terribly humiliating and embarrassing. He also had an autoimmune disease, but he was absolutely brilliant. He studied at the Royal College of Music with Stanford, Perry, and Wood, some of our favorites across the English choral repertoire. He also taught there, and during World War II, he was at St. John's College in Cambridge. He was one of 6 children, but he was extremely introverted as well. He was also very, very sensitive to criticism. Finally, the praises and responses you'll hear tonight are by Paul Haley. And Paul Haley was also born in Britain, but moved to the United States and was the choir master at St. John the Divine in New York City. His notoriety really came from the Paul Winter Consort, and with them, he won 5 Grammys. This setting of the praises and responses is one of my favorites. It's full of color chords, it's crunchy, it's fun, and just beautiful. I hope you enjoy it. It was actually commissioned by the cathedral in Sacramento, California for the 100th birthday of Miss Bertha Nelson. We hope you enjoy, and we hope you'll be there on Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Tune into our YouTube channel. And before we go, I'll leave you with a little bit, the beginning of Retrospection by Florence Price.